Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how I made this name plaque for my grandson William. So what I started out with was this wooden plaque from Hobby Lobby that I've had for several years, and I'm going to paint it with this apple barrel black acrylic paint. And I'm going to be using a sponge dauber with the up and down motion to paint it. I find that gives you full coverage in one application of paint. And you can get these sponge applicators at Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, wherever carries craft supplies. And it kind of gives it a little texture also. And I'm going to paint the whole thing, the front, the sides, but I'm not going to paint the back. I'm going to leave the back as is. Of course, I'll probably get some paint on the back. So, yeah, that happens. But I'm not going to paint it. You can paint yours if you want to. So there it is. And I need to quit saying so much. Painted the front and the sides. Now I am using 110-pound white cardstock that I got at Michael's, and I cut out William's name with my Cricut, and I'm using art glitter glue to glue my letters together. And what I did was I made 4 of each letter. And I put my glue in this little metal tip glue bottle that you can get off Amazon. I find that your glue comes out in a very thin line, and it doesn't take as much glue to use on your projects. And I use it on all my paper projects. The glue is a little more expensive, but I like it. I know there's another crafter out there, and she says Elmer's glue works just as well in one of these bottles. I have not tried that yet. I will probably try it once my glue bottle is empty. I am just gluing these 4 letters together, and I'm putting the best looking letter on top. I do make sure I go around the outside edges of the letter and then fill in the inside a little bit. You can also use a cereal box to do this. I have done that before. I had this paper and or cardstock, and I have quite a bit of it. You can get it at Michael's when they have, I think it's buy one, get one half off. And if you're military, you can do a military discount, but you have to go online and put your information in and all that to be able to do that. And actually, your military discount will give you a discount on everything you buy, even things that are on sale. And this is at Michael's. I have my 4 W's glued together. And I've already done the other letters. You'll see that here. And I do not remember what font this was, but of course when you go into Cricut Design Space, you can pick whatever font you like. This was just the one I liked. And I will be using this apple barrel red acrylic paint, and I'm going to use the dauber again for that. My grandson likes red, and I do not know the name of this red. I didn't put it in my memory banks. Memory bank, I guess. So I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm just taking a small paint brush to go around the edges of each letter. Once I get that done, I will take the dauber and do the same up and down pouncing like I did on the piece of wood. And you only have to give this one coat when you do that. And it, like I said, it does give it a little texture, which I like. Using the dauber like that is my preferred method of painting, actually. Let me know in the comments what's your preferred way of painting. You do need to hold your letter down while you're painting it. I was using my finger, and then later you'll see I switched to a pin, like a stick pin. Again, I'm just going around the edges first with a small paintbrush. And then I'll go over it with the sponge on top. I'm not going to show you me painting every letter, but I will show you the I, the L, and the A. I did give this to my grandson today, and he did like it, and we hung it above the door to his bedroom. And he's 13 years old. I had done one for his sister a while back, which I also did one for him, but he never put it up, and some of the things that I put on his nameplate kind of came off. But his sister has hers on the doorway, above the doorway to her bedroom. Now for the A, I'm doing the inside portion first of the A where it's open there, taking my brush and going around that area. And then I'll do the outside portion next. If you don't do this, you're going to see white. And I mean, that's okay if that's what you want. I wanted all the letters to be red. Trying to show you, but I'm out of range of the camera. It's kind of hard to get everything where you need it to be so everybody can see you. See what you're doing. And you do not need to paint the back side of it because we're going to glue that on. And it's better not to paint it. I'm pretty sure the glue will stick better without the paint on it. Now there's the pin, so I'm just holding my A down while I daub it with my sponge dauber. But then when you pull the pin up, you want to make sure you go over that area so that it's all painted. I'm taking my little hand sander there, and I'm going around the edges of the plaque, the wooden plaque. I just want to distress the edges a little bit. I do go over the whole plaque there, but you know, it's not going to take it all the way to the wood grain. I'm just going lightly over it and more around the edges. I just didn't want it to be stark black. So where the beveled edges are, I go around that. I do like how it turned out. And then I'm going to do the sides there where it's kind of curved. Wasn't quite sure how I was to go about that, but I just did the best I could. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And when I'm done sanding this, I wipe it off real good with a towel. You can use a paper towel, whatever. I just had a little hand towel that I use for that purpose. There it is. Now I'm measuring the back so that I can see where to put my hanger. I measured the middle and then I went out from the middle and put a mark 2 inches on either side, or 3 inches. I think it was 3 inches. I have this rope from the Dollar Tree. It's some of the thicker rope. And I'm going to use my stapler, my staple gun. And I put a couple staples in there, and really the rope was too thick for it. So I needed either bigger staples or thinner rope. Well, I don't have bigger staples, so I opted for the thinner rope. So this is just some jute twine. I put a knot on the end, and I'm going to staple it in 2 places, one right above the other. Now my rope was a little bit too long because I really don't want you to see it too much when you hang the plaque up. So I cut a bit of it off and I'm tying a knot on the end of it. So I'm just stretching it over to my mark, and I actually, after the knot was in it, it was cut a little bit too short, so I was a little short from where my mark was, but I made it work. So again, I put 2 staples in it, and that's our hanger. So that part's ready to go. And now we're going to add our letters to the plaque for my boy, William. Did I say he likes red? It's his favorite color. So I had to move it over a little bit. I needed more room for the M. So I'm just scooching it in a little bit. And I didn't use a ruler or anything. I just eyeballed it all. And there's the dots for my eyes. I'm thinking that looks pretty good, and I'm going to use this wood glue from the Dollar Tree, and I put it in this Elmer's glue bottle because it has a thinner tip on it, and so the glue comes out in a thinner line, which helps a lot. So I'm going around the edges of the letters, and then I put a little on the inside of the letter. And then I position it where I want it to be on the plaque. And I'm just going to do each letter. And let me know if this is something that you might do, maybe for your child or your grandchild. I've made these name plaques for all 3 of my grandchildren. So this is William's second one. And when we went to their house today, I got my husband to hang it above his doorway before we left, so it wouldn't fall apart like his other one did, because he had it laying around in his room. You know how boys are. So I'm on the last 2 letters. Again, I go around the edges, the outer edges, and then just kind of wave it around on the inside portion. Swirl it around. When I finished with this, I turned it upside down and put something heavy on top of it, so my letters would stay even with the wood plaque itself. And it actually, I left it that way for several hours, and it took care of it. So let me know if this is something you would make and what you think about it. I think my grandson liked it. He didn't say too much, but you know how boys are, teenage boys. Again, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead, and I'll see you in the next video.